Alright, got a good long video today. It's a nice day today. May 24th. It's a Friday. I'm not surprised to hear about this, but still I'm a little dumbfounded, but I should have been prepared to know that it was coming. But I totally did not expect the results to actually come back the way they were, but I should have known because I had little itty bits of symptoms. Well, as you can see, I am just starting to do my walks again that I did a few years ago. Well, someone's doing a yard sale back here. I wonder what they be selling. Peek around the corner here. I have fatty liver, which I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I do. So, who has the yard sale? I don't see a yard sale, unless it's just saying around the corner. But yeah, they diagnosed me with fatty liver. So now I really gotta push it to the limit by walking around even more on the weekends, but there's not much to do, when you don't have really any money, you know what I mean? So if Gab and Justin will allow me to go with them to do stuff, then I guess, but it's just kind of a crappy morning to be diagnosed with that, so, but I'm not dying, I just gotta switch stuff up to get rid of that. So I'm just gonna walk around every hour, probably on the weekends or so, because I walk 10 hours a day at work. So I'm not gonna get out of work, get out of my clothes and go on a walk. I'm just gonna fucking walk at least an hour on the weekends too. The only reason I stopped a long time ago is because even though the neighbor moved out, I don't like running into people's dogs. Dogs without a leash on. This guy had a big old boxer a few years back, and they've been long gone, but, a couple years back. And, yeah, so it's just like, yeah, but I figured I'd do videos on that again, me walking around on the days, to do something for the weekends. But yeah, it is heavily insisted that I go and walk around and do stuff around the block, around the neighborhood, which I might even just go around the neighborhood, like once around the outside. I might go do that after one more circle around this. I don't know. It's definitely not easy with a body that is constantly craving for food and the mind of a guy who doesn't really know what to do on his days off. So, but yeah, so that's the people in the neighborhood. I'm just so tired of everything, I'm so tired of everything. And now this just kind of this really did kill the mood. I'm not even like shocked. I'm just more annoyed and upset, because it's just like, plus everything we eat in the house is not good for anybody. The dinners, they're not good, we eat burgers, we eat steak, we eat whatever, right? But it's just like, fuck, I guess there is no yard sale because I don't see anybody with stuff out. But I got my hoodie on, so it's gonna be a little hotter than normal, which is good because I need to get my heart rate up. But yeah, this is the first time in a long time I'm walking around the neighborhood. So might even have to take off my fucking hoodie because it's gonna get hot. But I have my water that I'm carrying around, and I have my obviously my phone, my headphones. But yeah, something's gotta fucking stop. Something's gotta stop. Or something's gotta give, more or less. But yeah. Across the street. Try to make some wider walks around too, instead of just the inside block. Try to go outside as well. But yeah, no, I should have stayed my ass at the gym. Should have kept working out there, but woulda, shoulda, coulda, you know? Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Because I'd only be there for like, what, half an hour or something? But yeah, so. But that's all for now. So far this weekend's been pretty good. I guess I'll talk about the weekend a little bit. I'll talk about the weekend, yeah. It's been pretty fun so far. Yesterday I hung out with a friend of mine from out of town. His name's Jake. Jacob, good guy. He's a little older than me. We both went to high school together for a year. And he moved to Maryland at the beginning of our senior year. So, moved to Maryland in his senior year. And, you know, he would contact me from every few years or so. But, yeah, he came back for a few weeks, and he was like, "Oh, do you want we hang out sometime?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's a Japanese guy. He's a super cool guy. He's pretty much the only one I've talked to in a long time. And I was like, "Yeah, I got nothing better going on yesterday," so I picked him up, and we went to Guitar Center, and we went to go eat, and all that. Ate at the Habit. So probably go hang out again over the weekend or something. Why do I feel like I cut my finger, but I didn't? It's weird. But yeah, so people with dogs, I'm trying to walk around and avoid. That's the other thing, it's dogs. But yeah, this time I'm actually gonna leave the neighborhood and go out and around. Yeah, it's time to change life a little bit. So, yeah, we went to Guitar Center, and he wants to start a band. And I thought, oh, that's fucking dope. But I'd call him, but I don't. His sister's wedding's going on at the moment, so I don't want to call him today. I'll probably call him tomorrow. But yeah, he's into guitars and shit like that too. His dad's got a shit ton of them, I guess, at both of his houses here and in Maryland. But yeah. They're building a fence. Yeah, but I'm so fucking tired of this crap already with my health and all that too, you know, so honestly, I'm not really getting any enjoyment of walking, but whatever gets this shit out of my system, because this is ridiculous, you know. Like I said, I'm more angry and upset than I am shocked and all about it. I'm just more like, well, you figure, oh, even though I don't do anything on the weekend, I still walk around 40 hours a fucking week. Well, not 40, more like 38, 35, 36, 37 hours because of the lunches and the breaks. You figure, oh yeah, I just fucking do all that, and nope. You're still as healthy as a fat liver. So I'm just like, well, that's awesome. Because that's just what I need at 23 is a fucking fat liver. That's just what I fucking needed. So, but on the other hand, like I was saying, yeah, we played some basses there. They had a couple that I really do like that are actually cheaper. They had a Hofner there, Ignition. That one was still there, still $500. I want that one, but I want a legit Hofner. I want a legit Hofner bass. I don't want an Ignition, because a Hofner Ignition bass, if you don't know what a Hofner is, if you've seen the Beatles, it's the bass that Paul McCartney plays on, the violin looking bass for the Beatles. I'm gonna go, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna go walk outside of the neighborhood this time. Might as well. I'm tired of walking around those houses, so I'll just walk around probably once or twice around there, walk down the street, back up, come back by like 12:30 or something, 1 o'clock, because this is just fucking ridiculous, man. But we all made a pact in the house saying that we'll try to do what we can to make healthier dinners, because it's just like, I very much appreciate that, because we don't really have a lot of good shit in the house, you know. So, you know, I'm gonna be real. I've never actually walked this street. Like, I've rode an electric bike here a couple times, but I've never actually walked this street. If I start catching up to this fellow with the dog here, I'm moving across the street. Because again, I don't want to bump into people with dogs. And I love dogs. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs. It's just the reason I don't like walking them is because dogs tend to clash with each other when people are walking around, and it's not cool. I was running for the car because it was turning. So, but yeah, there was the Hofner Ignition bass, which is not a real Hofner. It's still Hofner, but it's like the Squier to It's like the Squire to Fender, you know. It's a legit Squire's a Fender, but it's a cheaply made Fender. They're like $250 for a Squire Telecaster or a Stratocaster or a bass. But you'll never catch me with the Squire. No hate to people who play that shit or who play Epiphones. But if I want a Les Paul, it's got to be Gibson. It can't be, it cannot be Epiphone. I will not play Epiphone because it looks like a Gibson, but it's not Gibson, you know. So, by the way, I'm walking down the street. Earlier in the year, I don't know if I talked about it, but this couple killed their parents somewhere down the street from here. Oh, there's the dogs. What's up? What's up, dog? And yeah, they killed their fucking parents down the street here. And they left them in the freezer for like half of a year. And they shot themselves on New Year's last year. Very sad, you know. That's some sad shit right there to do that shit. But they probably felt guilty, or one killed the other. Nobody knows, because they both died on New Year's, so nobody even knew anyone got shot until long after. This is actually kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. Walking this street, not walking the neighborhood multiple times a day. Because when I was off of work a few years back, when I quit the gym, I actually did this for a couple of weeks, where I would walk up and down the neighborhood every day. But I stopped. And but anyway, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, they had that Hofner. I don't know why, but I don't really think highly of Stingrays, but they're actually kind of nice. I played a Stingray. They're like $250, $300, $500, and I'm like, wow, man, that's actually a pretty good price for a Stingray. You know, that's not bad. You know, I'm not gonna lie, they weren't that bad, and they had $250 for a used one, and I was like, man, that's actually a really fucking good price. So I played that. I don't care for SGs, the looks. I mean, they're not all that bad, but I played in a couple SG basses that they had there. They had this nice wooden one. I ain't gonna lie, that was actually a really nice one too. It was a Gibson SG. Wanted $1,200 for it. I can't finance or anything like that. I can't. You know, that's I'm not getting tired. I'm just trying to do what I can to breathe. But I'm going to be at this for a good while, just walking, because I have to start doing this. You know, I have to. Especially in a hoodie, too. It'll definitely help start sweating, which I am already. A dirt bike. I want a dirt bike so bad. Come on, dude. Oh, the dog. What's all these people doing in the corner here? And, oh, they're walking. They're all kids from school. Isn't it fucking Saturday, though? Why are kids... Oh, no, they don't have backpacks. But anyway, yeah, so there were a couple bases out there that were actually... That was badass, I'm not gonna lie. He was doing a wheelie. So... But yeah, on the other hand... His fatty liver's got to go. I'm not even that fucking massive of a guy. I mean, I'm a massive dude, but I'm not like Gio level big. Because that kid is fucking big. But again, that's just what it is. I'm not like trying to make fun of the kid or nothing like that, but still, you know. But he keeps active. He's in football and shit like that. So I can't say nothing about him, you know. But yeah, so, you know, gotta change some fucking shifts in life, and then gotta keep active some way, somehow, besides work. So, butter coconut. But yeah, so that's what things are looking like at the moment. Oh, I didn't know there was a little cut here in the neighborhood. But yeah, the Stingrays, obviously the fender bases are not too crazy as opposed to, you know, but yeah, the Rickenbacker, man, it's actually starting to get a little difficult putting a little here and there away, like $30 and whatever. There's this field that I could walk around. I don't really want to do that though, because then I'm just cutting corners. So I'll just, there is this hill that I guess I could walk up. That's gonna be torture. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to do that every day. Maybe like once a week, walk up the hill, walk back down, I guess. But yeah, I should have taken pictures of some of them, but see, I'm so, oh, and there was also this one other base that I tried to, I actually do have pictures of it. The reason I took pictures of it, it's a Jackson. It looks like a Rickenbacker. Like, I kid you not, it looks dead on like a Rickenbacker. Just the head, it's that, like that little triangle, like a Jackson, you know. If you ever seen a Jackson guitar, then you'd know. But yeah, you know, so it played and looked dead on to a fucking Rickenbacker. It even had the bridge cover. It had the string cover on it, like, and I actually kind of like that. Honestly, I kind of like that because it's a place I could rest my hand on, you know. So if I'm gonna slap or pull strings, you know, because you know with the SBs or whatever they're called, the Gibson SB, I kept having to rest my hands on the strings, and I was like, dang, that's kind of annoying, honestly, you know. I kind of like that bridge for the sake of, or the cover, string cover, for the sake of resting my hand on. So, but yeah, if I climb up this hill, I'm only doing it once. At least let's see how it goes first. You know, if it's torture today, like I'm up the hill or whatever, then I'm just gonna be like, okay, at least once a week with this shit. Yeah, and then my new goal is, technically, I don't eat cereal every day. It's kind of a whenever I think about it, but I'll try to minimalize like any shit that's sweet like that. I'll make a day for that, but yeah. All right, the hill from hell. Let's go up it. I remember riding my bike up this hill and I was fucking beat, and I had to walk up with it, and I was like, oh my god, dude, like for real. There's kettle corn down there. Oh, so yeah, he also wants to go shooting as well, but I don't have the money for that, unfortunately. And his dad really wants to meet me, I guess. His dad somewhat wants to meet me because I guess we both share the same hobbies and stuff, because all three of us like guns, all three of us like guitars, all three of us like cars. You know, But yeah, so all right. I'm already going up the hill, so I'm like, oh. But yeah, so at least my pancreas is fine too, but the liver is like the second most important body besides the heart. So, okay, maybe this hill's not all that bad. It's not like climbing a mountain, because I climbed a mountain up on, well, it was technically a big old desert hill, but Nevada's got mountains up there. And we climbed up this mountain, and man, I was fucking beat. I was like, oh my God, dude. What the hell? You know what I mean? But yeah, so. Okay, maybe climbing this hill wasn't all that bad, but once or twice a week. Maybe like not tomorrow, but Sunday or something. Whatever I get done by 12:30 or later, I'll start heading back. So, but yeah, I know how to do Come As You Are on pace and on note on guitar too. It smells like shit. That truck that passed by had manure on it. But yeah, it's going up to close to 30 minutes now with this video. So I'm gonna end it here. And I don't know, call my dad or something. So, he better walking this hill than riding it on a bike. Because gosh damn. The zombie apocalypse, they better fucking walk. Zombies, man, because this is fucking nuts. Ain't no runners, bro, because this shit is hell of fucking hell. Yeah. But anyways, I'll make more videos down the line of stuff, activities and shit. So, yeah. This is gonna be fun. Bye for now.